Yep, sure thing. Hey, Paulo, congrats on signing with Wellington Phoenix. Can you just tell us how it all came about, to be honest?
Thank you. Hi guys. I just basically it started with like a simple phone call from Chiefy. And they were having some back and forth with my agent, finding some players for the upcoming season in the A-League. And yeah, basically just eventuated from there. I was still in my contract with FC Goa, but a few things like sort of went down the pipeline, and after having the phone call with Chiefy, I kind of had in my mind that I wanted to, embark on the journey to Wellington. The way he was explaining his vision of, what he wants to do in for this coming season sort of persuaded me, and I just try to get it over the line, and I'm happy that it's happened now.
Had your paths crossed at Sydney FC, and then having watched the Phoenix do quite well under him last season, has that made this team appealing to play for?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things like you obviously sort of keep track of things from afar, and I watch a lot of like Wellington's games and playing attractive football, always wanting the ball, and being hard to beat. So obviously he's had a fantastic season last year, and the atmosphere around the club was really great. So yeah, it's all enticed me to obviously want to come and join that. Yeah.
Yeah, and just a final one before I pass over to Ben. So you've been in India. Yeah, why were you wanting to cut short the stint there, and yeah, why I sort of returned to the A League after 1 year?
Look, basically, it was one of those things where I had my time there in India, and it was sort of maybe going to be a little bit difficult to go back and get regular playing time under the coach that I had there. So I sort of made a decision to try and get back to being in a good environment, and I mean, I think I've made the right choice, to be honest. Like after speaking with Chiefy and, seeing that the way he's had the environment this year with a lot of young guys come in and, take their opportunities and basically get better and evolve. That's sort of my thinking, is to come in and just get better every day, and hopefully, just help as much as I can.
Awesome, thanks. I've got a few more, but I'll ask after Ben.
Hey mate, sorry, Ben here from MediaWorks. Firstly, what was there a particular element that Chiefy said to you that really made you go, "Oh wow, I want to come play for the Phoenix"? Like, what was the moment where you're like, "Yes, this is the place where I want to play my football"?
Yeah, he basically just was saying that that it was going to be like a really good environment for me to obviously try and shine myself, but obviously try to help the team, bring my experience of having played in the A League for a while, being successful a little bit. So yeah, I just want to try and bring that and bring all those elements together and try and enjoy my football in Wellington. And I mean, obviously, the gentleman was saying before, that the success that he's had last year kind of entices me to try and build on that. So it all sort of married all together.
Because you got your two A-League titles, very experienced player. Did Chiefy speak to you about taking on a leadership role at the team?
Not really, but I mean, look, I'll try and do the best I can in that department to try and do my best to help everybody. So whether young or old, I'll do my best to try and be there for everyone in the team. So I just hope I can do that.
And how would you describe your playing style?
I would say I'm someone that just likes to get on the ball, and like try and get people moving and try and progress the ball up the pitch. I mean, I hope that that's what can help bring something to the team. And I think like watching you guys play last season, you had that style where you sort of wanted to always get on the ball, and I think that would suit me a lot for the next season.
And just one more for me. What do you have any particular memories about playing Wellington in the past, or any moments that stand out in particular?
Yeah, I remember one probably that stands out lot for me was when I was young. I actually played it right back in this game, but it was when I was in Melbourne City. We played, I think, in then Phoenix in Sky Stadium in a quarter final. And it was just a fantastic experience. Like, I think he's had a really good season that year with Nathan Burns and a few others up front. And he was fantastic. But yeah, we actually ended up winning that game, and it was my first sort of finals experience being in Wellington. And yeah, it was a fantastic day in general.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Because obviously you've been signed on the back of Marco Rojas signing and Costa's there as well. Are you quite excited to link up with players like that, who have also been around the A-League for a while now?
Yeah, of course. Like, I've played with both. I played with Costa more recently, but I played with Marco at Melbourne Victory for a short time. I was in the youth team at that point. So I sort of do know Marco a little bit. But yeah, they've both obviously got a lot of fantastic players in the Wellington squad, and it'll just be great to link up with those sort of people, yeah, on and off the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, and how did you find the experience in India, by the way?
Yeah, it was good. It was yeah, like they were all fantastic people, very welcoming. The league is growing. Um yeah, they've obviously got some, it's a very hot place, humid, like a lot of difficult conditions. So yeah, it was kind of hard in that front, but yeah, I mean it was fantastic experience, and something I'll probably remember forever. So I'm grateful to them for that. But yeah, I'm just excited to start with Wellington and start that like new journey.
Yeah, and so you mentioned in the press release too that the Phoenix had approached you in the past. Like how long ago was that, and yeah, what sort of change from that stage in your career to now, do you think?
Look, at that time, I was sort of, it wasn't actually an easy decision. Like, I was contemplating sort of coming to the Knicks at that point. It was probably, yeah, it'd be about 5 years ago now, 6 years ago. So it's maybe a while ago now. But yeah, it was just in a point where I was happy in Sydney. And I was, yeah, in a point where I didn't really want to do too much. Like, I wanted to sort of stay stable and hopefully go abroad. But yeah, I mean, it didn't really end up happening like that. But I mean, now I feel like it's a perfect time, and I think everything happens for a reason. And now, yeah, I guess I'm, here at the right time.
Yeah, and yeah, sorry, it's one final one. I guess with Sydney and with Melbourne City, you would have played in lots of derbies. For us here in New Zealand, it's going to be the first time having a New Zealand derby with Auckland and Wellington. Are you looking
Yeah.
forward to being involved in that? Just like knowing that, I guess, part of your A-League career, you've been involved in these big games. Like, is it quite cool to know that the Phoenix are going to get some of those themselves?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a fantastic thing for New Zealand because, yeah, like obviously being a part of other derbies, you see how much it means to the fans and the people around, and it just, I think, connects, the city. So obviously, yeah, there's a bit of animosity there, but but it's in a good way most of the time. So I think it will be good for the A-League, good for New Zealand football, good for everyone really. There's no there's just win-wins everywhere, I guess.